Some little kids, the people that they call teeny boppers, I was talking to them and I found out, I said, what was your favorite groups? What's some of your favorite groups? Do you know anything about music, They said, yeah, we like the Cream, we like y'all's group. I said, oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, great, thank you very much.
Beautiful.
And so I said, wow, their minds are different. So they don't want to hear about this manufactured tinfoil music,
Well, who do you think's buying all these records that these groups
Well,
are
right
putting
now,
out?
there's nothing else for them to buy, and quite naturally, it has more publicity than most of the best records. So they have to buy something, so they buy those things.
Do you think underground radio's changing this?
Well, yeah, definitely. Underground radio is getting together so nicely. I just hope that this keeps on, like with the stereo and so forth. So that makes everybody makes a little better records and stereo singles and so forth. That means music itself is being presented to the public in a better way.
Your music seems to be in a class by itself as far as, where it's at musically. And now it seems that everybody else is doing it. Are you planning on, getting into something different because they're chasing
Let's
it?
see. All I can just do what comes natural to me, Like, I don't mind. It's a good feeling sometimes when people, they base a group on maybe your group or something like that. But then, quite naturally, if they feel, that they want to get their own sound together, well, that's the best thought to have, is they eventually get your own sound together. It's like what we're doing. We call our music electric church music.
Electric church
Yeah,
music.
because it's like a religion to us.
Should have called the album that instead of Electric Ladyland. Same thing.
Yeah, well, some ladies are like church to us, too, which is another thing. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Watch your lady.
Right. Say from the opening of Rainy Day right through to the end of, Voodoo Child Returns, do you think there's a definite progression as far as you were each individually
I think
concerned?
So, yeah. I think so. Quite naturally, I would think so. Yeah, that whole LP means so much. It wasn't just slopped together. Every little thing that you hear on there means something. It's not no game that we're playing, trying to blow the public's mind or so forth. It's a thing that we really, really mean. It's part of us, another part of us. So then Electric Lady comes along, and we really got about half of what we wanted to say then.
What did you really want to say?
Oh, man. It would have taken about 2 more LPs.
Yeah.
It would have been a 4 LP.
But, what was the basic?
Oh, I
not
can't
the
say
concept,
it. I can't say it right now because, I'm thinking about.
It's an unfair question.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, the thing is nowadays, anybody can protest, and anybody can write beautiful songs and all that. But sometimes if you have a talent or if people are noticing you enough, then you should really try to do as much as you possibly can with it, Like what we're going to do now is chop down the words now and try to make it really tight. And what we're saying is not protesting, but giving the answers or some kind of solution, instead of going towards a negative scene.
Nobody's done it yet. Everybody knocks, but nobody kind of comes up with something a little more constructive.
So that's what I'm working on
scene.
now. I'm working on that scene. So the next 2 LPs will be towards that scene, giving some kind of solution for people to grasp.
As far as the different concert audiences that you're playing to, do they react differently to the Jimi Hendrix Experience?
I don't know, man. They're just freaking out when we play. But they listen, though, which is a groovy thing. When the audience is quiet while you're playing, that's really great. That means they're listening. Just like around Canada, it's listening, Mm-hmm. There's a few little piggies in the back row, squealing here and there every once in a while, but I don't know. I don't think about those things. I think about, the feeling that is there. It's like all the spirits collect for an hour and a half or so. That's what it's supposed to be. It doesn't call for talking or yelling then, does it? It's up to the people who buy it. They can figure it out. They're not all that dumb. That's why they buy records for, so they can hear things. And they can hear the truth or lies in records,
Yeah, but what about someone like Cats and Castanets with their 1910 Fruit Gum Company?
Well,
who took a nice 32-bar song
if
and they just,
yeah.
they
if
just
all the groups that
prostitute
make it, all the groups that make a few monies, here and there. Well, if they should get together and get their own thing together, their own label and all that, pretty soon those things will dwindle out, And pretty soon the public will be so smart as where they won't buy those things. They'll do nothing but laugh at them. That's where it's all at. It takes time. Everything takes time. But if everybody is honest to themselves, well, there you go. It all works out in time.